This hem has 3 separate components to it. The very outside layer, I've already begun unpicking the horsehair element because we are going to be moving the horsehair up. But in unpicking the horsehair, I've discovered that there's all sorts of holes left in the fabric, which shouldn't be a huge deal. The only place where we're gonna see the unpick line is in our taper back out into the train. But I've decided that because I'm raising it enough, I think I'm just gonna come in and cut this off rather than spending the time to unpick it. Because I have a 2-inch clear horsehair that I can use to replace, one thing that is going to be important though is to see how much fabric it takes to flip it under in the manner that the manufacturer hemmed it, because we are going to match that. Typically, if I were doing a horsehair edge, I would completely unpick it and then I would cut my cut measurement from the existing cut line. Boom, boom. So that way I have the room for some bounce, and then I also have the seam allowance needed to be able to flip my horsehair under in the manner that the manufacturer did it. Because I'm going to be cutting without having unpicked this, what I need to go in and do is measure how much allowance they've given for this horsehair flip. So I'm going to put a purple mark at the, what you would call like the floor edge, so that I know where that ends. And then I'll unfold it and see how much seam allowance we're working with, which is 1/2 inch. And then I'm also going to add just a little bit of a bounce because it is, I don't know if it's exactly an organza, but it's like an organza type of material. I think it could have a little bit of bounce to it, and I don't want to make it too short. For this outer layer, our measurements were 3.75 inches across the very front of her hem. So we're gonna deduct 1/2 inch for the seam allowance needed to roll up that horsehair. And then I also want to give it just a little bit of extra room for some bounce. So I'm going to give it that last 1/4 inch that we see here. And so essentially what I will be cutting is an even 3 inches off of the gown, and we're going to taper that through the sides. So as I mentioned before, where it's going to be important for us to unpick is going to be in our taper mark. So this is the front of the gown, this is the side seam, and this comes to the train. Where we're taking off 3 inches, I'm going to stop taking off 3 inches about 12 inches before the side seam, and I'm going to taper it off into the train about 12 inches behind the side seam as well. So what I'll do is I'll come through and I'll unpick the horsehair from here to here, so that way I can utilize that horsehair to taper in, and I don't have to use as much of the horsehair I have because I'm going to have to unpick this anyway. And so I'm going to go through and unpick the 2 side seams first, and then I'll go through and cut, and we'll come back to put some horsehair on. Instead of unpicking every single bit, I am going to go through and pull this string. I feel like it's doing just a little bit less damage to the fabric over here to pull on this rather than unpick every stitch. So I'm just going to go for that so I can try to have as few holes in the fabric where I am tapering. I've released the top edge of the horsehair, but I haven't released the bottom edge, and I'm probably not going to until I've cut and I know where I need to release that, so as not to spend my time unpicking things unnecessarily. I've pinned the side seams together, and this is how I'm going to cut my hem. I don't know how many people cut like this, but this is how we do it. This method does not work if the manufacturer has made an error and the hem is not even all around, but it works really well most of the time. And then if you remember, we're taking off 3 inches off the hem, so that's what we're going to come through and mark. And then I've just drawn the line that I'm going to follow to taper it out. You can use a long extended hip ruler. Sometimes if it's really sharp, you can use like a bust curve ruler, or you can just kind of eyeball it like I did. I'll probably have to go in and clean it up at some point. And even though I've already allowed for seam allowance and bounce, I'm going to cut on the inside of my marks just to make sure that I do err on the side of caution and give myself a little bit extra length in case something is miscalculated or in case something is not quite right. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the cut line to the side seam because that's where I'll replace my horsehair, so that way this seam will be disguised underneath this seam allowance of where I'm changing from one horsehair to another. Horsehair's been unpicked from the hem side, and then I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna press this open so I can get a nice good cut line and it'll be ready for me to sew. All right, she's ready, let's go sew it. 2-inch clear horsehair for the 2-inch clear horsehair hem. So this is our existing horsehair, and then like I said, we're going to disguise the transition between our existing horsehair and my horsehair underneath this seam allowance. So once we get into this range, we're gonna cut, piece them together, and then keep going. And something I'm being careful of is not to stretch the horsehair as I go or trying to shove it up. I'm just trying to keep it pretty flat, pretty consistent, pretty unstretched. This seam line between my bonings is going to be under this seam line, and so it's going to be nicely disguised. And there are cleaner ways to conjoin two bits of horsehair, but because it was going to be under a seam, I'm not that worried about it. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna press this up and then I'm gonna pin where this hits so I can come in and do my top line. Pinning all this down before sewing just helps so that you're not pulling too much, you're not shrinking it too much. It just helps you know where everything should fold up to. There you have it, it's all complete. We'll press it one more time just because we have a little bit of movement still in the horsehair from how it was coiled up in our storage. This is our taper. So I think right here is about where we go back to, oh, right here is where we go back to normal. Tapers through here.